Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you today, guys? I hope today will be fine. Okay, at my video, I want to try explain about fasting in Islam. Before that, I want to introduce myself. My name is Delvita Sari. I'm from the English study program 7th semester, class B. Okay, the next I want to explain about fasting in Islam. Definition of fasting. Fasting is one of the pillars of Islam, which is a separate celebration because every Muslim has a full month dedicated to this worship. Basically, fasting is done by holding back lust from sunrise to sunset. Fasting itself is meant to remind Muslims to be grateful for what they have. By fasting, a person will try to hold back his emotion and think clearly, while his emotions and think clearly while going through the day. There are two types of fasting. The first types of obligatory fasting and the second types of sunnah fasting. Okay, I want to explain about the first type of fasting. The first type of fasting is types of obligatory fasting. As the name suggests, obligatory fasting is a fast that must be carried out by all Muslims. If Muslims do it, then they will get a reward. Whereas if they don't do it, they will get a sin. Compulsory fasting is divided into three types. See the explanation. The first, Ramadan fasting. Ramadan fasting is the most common type of fasting because it is obligatory to fast for a full month during the month of Ramadan for every Muslim who has reached puberty. The command to carry out fasting during the holy month of Ramadan is conveyed in the Al-Quran Al-Baqarah verse 183. The month of Ramadan is synonymous with an atmosphere that can be found in other months. Starting from the atmosphere of sahur and breaking the fast together, Tarawih, to the excitement of takbiran and the end of month of Ramadan in order to welcome the Eid day. Okay, the second of the types of obligatory fasting is the fast fast. The second type of obligatory fast is the votive fast. This type of fasting is fasting promised by oneself when intending a hajat. Jadi, puasa yang kedua ini dilakukan oleh seseorang untuk memenuhi hajatnya. When the intention is reached, it is obligatory for those who promise to fulfill their fast. For Muslims who can afford their fast, there are alternatives to paying them. Fasting can be replaced by feeding 10 poor people, freeing one slave, or giving clothes to 10 poor people. Oke, bagi seseorang yang tidak bisa melaksanakan puasa hajat, bisa diganti dengan beberapa alternatif lain, misalnya dengan memberi makan 10 orang fakir miskin. And the third is penalty fasting or kafarat. The last type of obligatory fast is the fast of fines, which is fasting that is carried out after a Muslim commits a sin or sins. In other words, this fast is atonement for the transgression committed. The number of fasts that must be fulfilled varies, depending on the violation committed. In fact, some have fasted for 60 days in a row. Okay guys, at here I want to try explanation. For the types of fasting, number 2, types of sunnah fasting. At here we'll try to explanation for my friend Yeni Hartati. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, I will continue the material from Delvita. And the second, types of sunnah fasting. Sunnah fasting is fasting that is not obligatory for Muslim. If a Muslim doesn't it, then he will get the reward. Whereas if he or she doesn't do it, then he won't get the sin. Sunnah fasting has several types, including the following. The first one, Shawwal fasting. The first type of fast of the Sunnah fast in the Shawwal fast. Shawwal itself is the name of the after the month of Ramadan. Shawwal fasting is Shawwal for 6 days in the month of Shawwal. This fast can be done sequentially starting from the second day of Shawwal, or it can be done in a non-consecutive manner. And the second, fasting on the day of Arafah. Arafah fasting is type of sunnah fasting which is highly recommended for Muslims who are not on pilgrimage. For Muslims who are on pilgrimage, there is no priority to fasting on the day of Arafah or the 9th of Zulhijjah. And the next, Tarwiyah fasting. Like the Arafah fast, the Tarwiyah fast includes fasting in the first 10 days of the month Zulhijjah, which is priorities. And the next, fasting Monday and Thursday. This type of fasting is also the most popular sunnah fasting. Thursday fasting began when the Prophet Muhammad SAW ordered his people to always fast on this because Monday is the day of the birth, while Thursday in the day when the Quran verse was first revealed. And the next, David fast or Daud fast. This type of fasting is unique. First, because a reason is Daud fast is intermittent fasting, or one day of fasting or one day not. Daud's fast aim to emulate the fast of the Prophet Daud alayhi salam. And the next, fasting Ashura. The month of Muharram is a month that is sunnah to increase fasting, maybe at the beginning of the month, in the middle, or at the end. However, the most important fast is on day of Ashura, which is the end of the month of Muharram. And the next, Ayamul Bid fast. It is sunnah for Muslims to fast at least 3 times a month. However, fasting is mainly carried out on Ayamul Bid, namely on the 13, 14, and 15. 15 days of the Hijriyah month or month of the Islamic calendar. And the last, Sa'ban fasting or Nipsu Sa'ban. Not only does the month of Ramadan have its special, the month of Sa'ban also in own specials. I think that's it for material from us. Sorry for us mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.